My name is Pam. I'll be with you in just a minute. We're just waiting for Adrian from Synaptic to join us, but as soon as he's with us, we will start. But thank you for joining us on this.
Pam, it looks like Adrian's here and he's been unmuted.
Right. Hello, yes. We have, hopefully, can you all hear me?
I can, yes. All right, well, I think we'll just crack on then, really. Well, hi, first of all, thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Pam Bateman. I am from Sight Hampshire. We support people with sight loss across the county. Obviously, during these times, we have not been able to do what we would call our usual of going out and meeting people. And normally what we do is that we have 4 equipment and information days across the county. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do those. But instead, what we've got is that we have got Adrian from Synaptic. So he's going to talk about the Synaptic products. How this is going to structure today is that Adrian is going to talk for about 5 minutes, then we'll do a Q&A, then he's going to do another chunk and then a Q&A. So if anybody of you have any questions for Adrian or for me, for that matter, if you can just put it in the chat box, and then that will then be sent to me, and I can then ask Adrian at the end of the end of each section, Adrian, if you have any questions for him, rather than trying to bombard him at one time. So if you just have any, just make a note of that, and we'll ask him after each section. So if that's okay, I'll hand over to Adrian.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Right, okay. I'm obviously Adrian from Synaptic. What I am going to do today is just go over the basic features of our Synaptic smartphones and tablets. So there's 4 parts to the presentation. The first part, I'll just spend a few minutes talking about Synaptic, what we do and what we sell, for those of you who don't know already. The second part, we'll look at Synaptic's communication features. We'll then have a look at the entertainment features, and then finish off by looking at the features to help people remain independent. So during the demonstration, we'll also touch on things like voice commands, voice control, dictating, customization, colors, text size, and things like that. And like Pam said, after each section, we'll have a quick opportunity for questions and answers if needed. And then at the end, there's an opportunity for a longer session of question and answers if needed. So first of all, about Synaptic. So for those of you who don't know, we design and develop software for Android smartphones and tablets that makes them easy to use if you have sight loss. So all of our devices include speech output, voice control, magnification, large text, clear and simple menus, and are suitable for any level of sight loss. We generally supply phones and tablets with our software pre-installed, but the software can also be purchased separately if you've got an existing Android device. Our phone and tablet packages typically cost between £300 and £500, and we've a range of different devices to suit different budgets and different needs. All of the prices and that information is actually available on our, obviously on our website, and we've also got large print price lists available. So all of our devices come fully set up and ready to be used straight out of the box. So they'll have an initial phone number, call credit, email address, etc. So we try to make the purchasing of our devices just as simple and straightforward as possible. Everything comes with an hour of free training to help you get up and running, and that's delivered over the phone. We also offer free lifetime technical support, and all of our devices come with a 2-year warranty. So that's a kind of a quick basic overview of what we do. I don't know if anyone's got any questions at this point. They want to fire through. If not, we'll just we'll crack on and yeah, do questions at the end. Okay, so let's just flip the slide. Okay, so what can you use a Synaptic device for? Well, there are 3 main areas that they cover. Things like communication, entertainment, and features to help you remain independent. So for communication, we've got things like making and receiving phone calls, text messages, sending and receiving emails, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Skype, and Zoom calls. For entertainment, there are features like internet radio, music and books, watching TV, catching up with BBC iPlayer, watching YouTube, or watching Netflix. And then features to help you remain independent would be things like easy access to websites for getting information, shopping, and banking. There's a handheld magnifier built into Synaptic, so if you're out and about, it's easy to perhaps magnify a menu or a label or something while in the supermarket. It's a portable reading machine that will read out your post, your bank statements, or a menu or whatever it might be. And then there's a whole world of apps out there where Synaptic will actually read and help you access apps. So be that the NHS track and trace app or the Netflix app or whatever. There are literally millions of apps out there that and Synaptic can help you access all of those. So now I'll move on to demonstrating some of Synaptic's features, and we'll do that in the 3 sections. So we'll look at communication, features, entertainment, and then features for remaining independent. I'm going to use a phone to do the demonstration on, and I'll swing the camera around to show the phone. But the menus are pretty much exactly the same for a tablet as well. So let me switch around my camera to show the phone. Okay, so hopefully you can see that okay. So as I said, the first thing we're going to have a look at is the communication features that are within Synaptic. So like I mentioned before, this is things like calls, text messages, emails, WhatsApp, letter writing, and Facebook and Twitter. Obviously, I'm not going to cover all of those, so we'll just go through making a telephone call and sending a text message. And just by going through those 2, that will give you a good kind of understanding of how all the other features work. Because the great thing about Synaptic is everything works in the same way. So as soon as you've learned one feature in Synaptic, you're pretty much set to use all the other features as well. So I'm going to dive straight into it, and we're going to make a telephone call. So the way that Synaptic is structured is that there's a menu system that runs up and down the screen, and there are 4 big, bright menu options on the screen. Then at the bottom of the screen is an arrow that allows you to go to the next page of the main menu. So altogether on the main menu, there are about 5 pages of options. The way that we actually access and pick one of those options is that we put our finger on the screen and then slide our finger up and down the screen. And as we do, Synaptic will read out the option that our finger is on. And then to select the option that we want, we just lift our finger off the screen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place my finger on the screen. I'm going to slide it up and down. And as I do, you'll hear Synaptic speak out all the various menu options. And then I will let my finger go on the make a call option so that we can start the process of making a call. So I'll put my finger on the screen.
Text messages 19 unread.
Okay.
Make a call from your text messages 19 unread. Skype, voice and video calls. Emails 21 unread. Next page of main menu.
So I'm going to just move up until I find the make a call option.
Emails, Skype, text messages. Make a call from your address book or dial a number.
So that's the option that I want.
One of two.
And that then takes me into the make call menu. And then I just repeat the same again. So I put my finger on the screen, and this time the option that I want is to dial a number. So
recently called, address book, dial number.
So that's the option.
Number.
That's the option that I want. So I let my finger off the screen.
Number pad, dial number.
Okay, so now I've got a number pad on the screen, and exactly the same process is involved here. So I want to dial 150. If I've got enough usable vision, I can just press the numbers.
1.
So there's number 1 pressed. If I'm not and I need to use the speech output, I put my finger on the screen, I slide it around until I find the number that I want, and then I let my finger off the screen again. So I'll find number 5.
2. 5.
There's number 5. Let go.
5.
And now I want to dial a 0.
5. 8. 0.
There's 0.
0.
There's my number. I want to check that I've got my number correct, so I'll move up to where that at the top of the screen where the number is listed out.
5. Telephone number 150.
Yep, so I've definitely typed in the right number. So now I'll actually make the call, and the bottom left is a green button to actually make the call.
Dial the number. Dial.
So that will now.
Welcome to EE with my EE. With your device and manage your account online.
So now, if needed, I can press 1 to do a particular option on their phone menu. I'll cancel it there. So you saw that as soon as I got through, there was a number pad on the screen, and then I could press 1 to go through to sales and 2 for tech support, etc., as you would do on a lot of these menu systems. So on every single screen on Synaptic, to get back to the previous page, there's a red cross in the top left-hand corner. So now I'm done with this dialing. I want to get back to the main menu. So I'll press the red cross in the top left.
Cancel and go back. Make call menu, page 1 of 2. Cancel and go back. Main menu, page 1 of 6. Okay,
so that's then taking me back to the main menu again. I should mention as well on the make a call screen, as well as a number pad, you've obviously got an address book where you can keep all of your addresses. And when you bring this up, it lists everyone who has a telephone number.
Make call menu page.
You've also got a list of of people you've recently called or you've missed calls from, and then as a list of your quick dial numbers that you can get access to quickly from here.
Cancel and go back. Main menu, page 1 of 6.
Okie dokie. So that's calling using the number pad. We also looked at calling from the address book briefly. The third option that we'll just cover very quickly while we're talking about calls is calling from voice control. So Synaptic comes with a voice control option where you can do lots of different things, like you can say to it, call Bob, you can say send a text message to Fred, you can say search the internet for sausages. So we'll just quickly use that now and make a call to myself. So we'll fire up the
main menu, voice control.
Voice control option.
Control. Tap screen, then speak command after the beep. For help, say, what can I say?
Okay, so what I will do is tap the screen and I'll say, call Adrian. Call Adrian. So now you can hear it calling it. I'll just hang that up.
Voice control. Tab screen, then main menu.
So the second thing we'll have a look at in the communication list is sending and receiving text messages. So again, put my finger on the screen, find the text message option, and then I shall release my finger from the screen.
Make a call from your address book or text messages 19 unread.
So I'll let my finger go here.
Text menu warning. Some messages not sent.
Okay. So on the text menu, we've then got options to compose a new message, to look at all messages, to just look at the unread ones, to look at ones that sent, and to look at ones that failed as well. So what we will do is have a look at all messages.
All messages. All messages, page 1 of 7.
So the same applies here. Put my finger on the screen, run it up and down, and as I do, it'll read out a brief summary of each message. And then if I want to do something with that message, I just let my finger off the screen and it will then give me a menu to read it, delete it, forward it, whatever it might be. So there's one at the top from me. We'll just have a listen to that briefly.
From Adrian, yesterday at 12:46. Thanks for your message.
Okay,
See you soon, grinning face.
So I want to reply to this. I want to read it first properly, and then I want to reply. So
message
select
menu,
that one.
page 1 of 2.
So I shall read the message.
Read message. Yesterday 12:46. Thanks for your message. See you soon, grinning face.
So the message is just displayed on screen in large text, and also it's spoken out. And as you can hear, even little emojis and little faces and things that you quite often get on text messages, they're all spoken out as well. So I want to reply to this and send a message back. So
cancel and go back.
I'll go back to the previous screen.
Message menu, page 1 of 2.
I'll find the reply option.
Read message. Read conversation with reply. Reply. Keyboard. Type message.
So now Synaptic has brought up a keyboard so I can type my reply. I've got two options here. If I want to use the keyboard, I can, or I can use voice recognition. So we'll start off with the keyboard and we can mix and match. So I'll type hello using the keyboard. So the same system applies on this keyboard on the lower half of the screen. Put my finger on the screen, find the letter that I want, let go, and it'll type that for me. So I'll type hello to start with.
D, F, G, H.
So there's the H, let go.
Capital H.
Find the E.
R, E.
There's the E.
K, L.
There's the L. Two of those.
L.
Find the O.
K, I, O, O.
So that's hello typed. Or, like I mentioned, we can turn on voice recognition and just dictate the message. So at the top right, whenever the keyboard is showing, and this could be on any screen, typing a text message, typing an email, when you're typing something to search on a web page, typing in something in your address book, whatever it is, wherever this keyboard shows, you can always, in the top right, turn on voice recognition instead. So we'll do that.
Speech recognition on off. Speech recognition mode on. Press speak button at bottom of screen, then start speaking.
Okay, so it tells you instructions of what to do. So I'll press the speak button at the bottom and then I'll just say a sentence. This is a test.
This is a test.
So now on the screen, it's we've now got hello, this is a test. And I can press the speak button again and add to that to build up my complete message. And as I mentioned, we can switch backwards and forwards between speech recognition
mode off
and the keyboard to compose our message. When we're ready, the bottom left is a send button.
Send. Send reply, page 1 of 1. Yes. Reply sent. Message menu, page 1 of 2.
Okay. So that's then our reply sent on my phone.
Text message from Android test.
There you go. I've got one come in as well. Okay, so we'll press the red cross in the top left to then go back to our main menu again. So that gives you a brief idea of just two of the communication features. We'll now have a look at some of the entertainment features. So within Synaptic, some of the entertainment features include music player, internet radio, talking book player, UK free view player, a BBC iPlayer, YouTube, and things like news feeds as well. So I'll demonstrate internet radio and YouTube, which again will give you a good overview of how some of the entertainment features work. So first of all, we'll have a look at internet radio. So there's a whole entertainment menu option within Synaptic. So I'll move down to that.
Main menu, page 3 of main menu, page 4 of 6.
So we've got an entertainment menu here.
Entertainment, music, radio, TV, and news. Entertainment menu. Select an option, page 1 of 2.
So we're going to find internet radio.
Music player. Internet radio. Play internet radio. Please wait. Radio menu, page 1 of 1.
So on the radio menu, we've got several options. We can search for a particular named radio station or genre of music that we're interested in. We can browse a complete list of all radio stations, of which there are thousands covering the UK and worldwide. Or we can pick a favourite radio station, so we can get quick access to a radio station instead of having to search or browse. So in this case, I'm going to select Browse option.
Search, browse. Select country, page 1 of 13.
So we'll select UK.
UK. Select region, page 1 of 7.
And we'll pick a BBC local station.
BBC local. Select station, page 1 of 11.
And we'll go for BBC Bristol.
Search, BBC Berkshire. No, BBC Bristol. No, connecting. Please wait, playing.
It's my daughter's 27th birthday. But it isn't.
Stop.
There you go.
Stop.
So we'll now move back again to the
Select station, page 1 of 11.
main menu.
Select region, page 1 of 7. Select country, page 1 of 13. Radio menu, page 1 of 1. Entertainment menu. Select an option, page 1 of 2.
Okay. So the second option that we're going to have a look at is YouTube. And YouTube is great because it's a video playing service. You can search for content, and it has content that covers absolutely everything that you could possibly imagine, from baking a cake to learning to dance. So we'll just search YouTube. So I'll find that on the entertainment menu.
Entertainment menu. Select BBC iPlayer for TV. YouTube. Search and play music and videos. YouTube menu, page 1 of 1.
So on the YouTube menu, I'll select the search option at the top.
Search. Please type in your search words.
And we'll type something very unimaginative like cats.
C-A-T-S.
And then the search button at the bottom left.
Please wait. YouTube videos. Select a video to play, page 1 of 8.
And we'll pick one of these.
Baby cat. Baby cats. Loading. Please wait. Synaptic reader is.
So that will start playing. We can turn the
Landscape.
device to obviously make that full screen. We can turn it on its side, and off we go with our video.
Cancel and go back button. YouTube videos. Select a video to play, page 1 of 8. YouTube menu.
So I'll mention at this point that every screen that we have in the top right is a question mark that will bring up a help page specifically to the task that we're doing. So if I press the help button here on this YouTube menu,
Help.
it'll bring up a help
Training.
page.
Help.
It'll bring up a help page all about that menu and the things that
Menu.
we can
Search,
do
search
on
for
it.
video.
So you're never kind of stuck for help.
Help. YouTube menu, page 1 of 1.
So I'll get back to the main menu.
Entertainment menu. Main
Okay, so as I mentioned, there's lots of entertainment features there. We've just touched on two briefly, but like I say, there are many more as well. We'll now have a brief look at features for remaining independent. So this could be things like the digital magnifier, reading machine, voice memos, searching the web, calendar and alarm clock, and then access to apps like Be My Eyes or the Track and Trace app that the NHS have recently released. So we'll have a brief look at the digital magnifier, searching the web, and then using the Be My Eyes app. we'll just start that, and it will give you a flavour. So first of all, we'll have a look at the digital magnifier. So we'll go down to the toolbox menu option.
Main menu, page 3 of main menu, page toolbox. Toolbox menu, page 1 of 4.
We'll find the magnifier option.
Be my eyes, weather, magnifier. Magnifier menu, page 1 of 2.
Excuse me. So what the magnifier does is it converts the phone or the tablet into a digital magnifier by using the camera on the back of the device. So I shall select the use magnifier option.
Magnifier. Use volume keys to zoom. Touch screen to focus. Zoom level 3.
Okay. So I've got a page of text I'm going to put just behind. I'll touch the screen to focus in, and you can see that A, it magnifies, and B, I've selected it to change the colors from black text on a white background to yellow text on a black background. And there's a whole range of different color schemes that we can select. You can also freeze the image, and then magnify that as needed separately away from with the paper away, and you can rotate and save, and also speak out if you wanted to. So it'll read out that text to you. So we'll cancel and go back on that.
Unfrozen. Magnifier menu, page 1 of 2. Toolbox menu, page 1 of 4.
As a sister feature to the magnifier is the reading machine. So like I say, on the magnifier, you can get it to read out whatever has been frozen in the magnifier. But in addition to that, we've got a separate reading machine option, which will allow you to take a photo of a whole page, and then it will read that out to you. So we'll have a quick look at that.
Reading machine. Reading machine. Select an option, page 1 of 1.
So it can either read normally up and down columns, or there's an ignore columns mode where it'll read across the top of the columns for something like a bank statement. So we'll select normal mode.
Camera. Touch screen to take photo of text. Touch screen
and
to
I'll
take
just
photo.
take a photo of this page down here. So I just touch the screen. So the idea is you hold it above the page, touch the screen, it takes a photo, and then it will.
Multiple pages.
Not very well today. It will then.
Urethra task many schools, and oral in the world of today, it is becoming more evident that schools must support and educate pupils to develop a healthy relationship with the technology in.
Okay, and then it converts that into text.
Reading machine. Select an option, page 1 of 1. Toolbox menu, main menu, page 4 of 6.
Okay, the next feature for remaining independent is searching the web. So we'll just have a look at that.
Main menu, page 5 of 6. Web browser. Web browser menu, page 1 of 2.
So what we've done in Synaptic is try to make searching the web as easy as possible. When you normally search the web, you get a complicated web page with lots of links, lots of information, adverts, and all sorts of things, and that can be quite hard to actually access, to navigate your way through and access it. So what we've done in Synaptic is try to simplify a Google search as much as possible. So I'll show you the results here.
Search. Please type in your search words.
Okay, so we'll search for something. Let's search for sausages. Instead of typing it, I'll just use the voice recognition.
Speech recognition mode on. Press
sausages.
Sausages.
And press the search button in the bottom left.
Search. Web browser search page 1 of 4.
Okay, so that's then come up with all of our Google search results in a nice, easy to navigate list. Everything's big and bright on the screen, and obviously as I move up and down the screen with my finger, it will read out each option.
Sausage, Wikipedia, en.wikipedia, list of sausages, German sausages, en. Next page of web browser search.
So we'll just have a look at the Wikipedia for sausages.
List, sausage, Wikipedia, en.wikipedia. Loading. Please wait. Sausage Wikipedia. Loaded. Pinch and zoom the screen to change magnification.
So that's brought up the web page. I can do two things here. I can pinch and zoom to magnify that web page and then scroll around as needed to read it. If I'm relying on speech, I can then touch any option on that web page.
This article is about the food.
And
For
it
other
will read,
uses, see sausage disambiguation.
and it will read it out. So I just touch some text, perhaps it's too small and I need it spoken out. I touch that, and then obviously the voice reads that out to me.
This article is about the food. For other uses, see sausage disambiguation. Clicked.
If I've got no usable vision at all, there are two buttons at the bottom to allow me to move through the page, go into the next paragraph or next chunk of text at a time, or the previous one. So if I press next on there.
Sausage disambiguation. Sausages are a meat product usually made from ground meat, often pork, beef, or poultry.
And I press next again, it'll then move on to the next option, the next thing it thinks it needs to read out, and it'll move up and down that page, so I can access that whole page just with the next and previous buttons. If you land on a link or a button to press, there's an OK button at the bottom of the screen, which will then allow you to press that OK button.
Web browser search page 1 of 4. Web browser menu page 1 of 2.
Okie dokie. So some of the other features for remaining independent are a key one is the app launcher. So as we've seen recently, the government are trying to get everyone to install this NHS track and trace app on their phones. So it's a very useful feature to be able to get access to all this extra functionality. So Synaptic has a app launcher.
Main menu, toolbox menu.
In the toolbox menu.
Toolbox menu, app launcher. App launcher page 1 of 14.
So this lists all the apps that are installed on the device, and there's also an option that allows you to install extra apps. You can then either search or just go through the list and find the app that you want. So let's just see if the NHS one is on here out of interest.
App launcher,
I think it
page
is.
2 of 40. App launcher, page 6 of 40. App launcher, page 7 of 4. App launcher, page 8 of 40. App launcher, page 9 of 14.
There it is.
NHS COVID-19.
So we'll just we'll open that up.
NHS
Just have a
service
brief
app
look.
is running in background. NHS COVID-19. NHS DH1 area risk level is high button.
So Synaptic Reader then starts, or something called Synaptic Reader then starts, which reads out the screen of any app and also adds a red cross in the top left, so that to get out of the app back into Synaptic again, it's the same process as every other part of Synaptic. You just touch in the top left corner of the screen and it'll take you back. Then to read through the screen, I can either just slide my finger up and down and it will just read out
Your app is active and scanning. Menu check-in button, check symptoms button, read latest advice link.
So if I've got enough usable vision to slide my finger around the screen, it will read out the particular option that my finger's over. If I haven't, I'm relying just on speech. There's two options. I can either swipe my finger left and right,
about this app,
and it will just move
check symptoms
through the screen, or I can use the
press
volume keys
down to select.
on the edge of the device.
Read latest
And
about this app button. Read latest check menu check-in button.
And they
press
are,
volume down to select.
thank you, and they are, when Synaptic Reader is running, they work as navigation keys to make it easier to move around the screen. So I'll press the red cross in the top left to come out of this.
Cancel and go. App launcher, page 9 of 14.
Okie dokie. And then the other app that I just want to show is the Be My Eyes app. And we've actually glued the Be My Eyes app to the main menu because so many people like to use it. And that's the same for any app. If you use this app a lot, you can actually glue it yourself to the main menu to make it easier and quicker to access.
Main menu page 3 of main menu page 4 of 6. Toolbox menu page 1 of 4. Be My Eyes.
So Be My Eyes is an app
service
that
app is running in background. Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes.
Be My Eyes is an app that allows that puts you through via video call to a volunteer who will then be able to help you with whatever is needed. Perhaps, you know, what color are these socks, or can you see my my keys that are in this room somewhere? So it works by you just press the
Call first available volunteer button.
There's a big button there that Synaptic Reader reads out. Press that button, and then you're put through to a like I say, to a volunteer who can help.
Cancel and go. Toolbox menu page 1 of 4. Main menu page 4 of 6. Main menu page 1 of 6.
So we've then that's the basics of the remaining independent features. There's one other thing that I'll just show briefly, and that's the ability to customize Synaptic to suit your needs. So there's lots of options available. We'll just have a brief look at just one or two.
Main menu phone settings page 1 of 7.
So you can change the color scheme.
Color scheme black on your phone settings.
You
page
can
1 of
change
7.
the zoom level, so that will change how many items are on the page and how big the text is as well. You can change icon colors, text
Phone
size,
settings.
fonts, brightness. You can change all the sounds as well. It's very customizable to meet your specific needs. You can also customize the actual
Phone
menus
settings,
themselves.
page 1 of 7. Color scheme yellow on black. Yellow on phone settings. Main menu page 5 of 6.
So for example, if you use voice control a lot, you can actually move that voice control option to the top of the main menu.
Phone settings page 1 of 7. Phone settings customize. Customize menus. Customize or reset page 1 of 1. Customize. Customize menus. Select a menu item to change page 1 of 6.
So what I can do now is I can select a particular menu option,
Please
and then I want to insert something above it.
insert above. Select the new menu
And
item.
I can either insert an app or one of the Synaptic main menu options. So I'll find the voice control option.
Select the new menu item. Select the new menu item. Voice control. Menu item added successfully. Customize.
And now the voice control option is at the top of the main menu. So this is so you can either add in extra menu items, or you can delete ones that you don't want to use to make the main menu shorter and easier to use. So that is a basic whistle-stop tour around Synaptic and the menus and the functionality, entertainment features, remaining independent, and their communication features. I don't know if anyone has got any questions that we want to, perhaps we could go through at this point.
There's one question that's come in.
Yep.
It is come from Graham. I'm just going to read this now. And he just says, do you support any particular navigation app?
It will support any app. So if whatever app you want to use for navigation, Synaptic Reader will read that out, and it will appear in the list of apps in the app launcher. And also you could add that app to the main menu if you use it regularly. So yeah, any of the navigation apps that are available on Android, Synaptic will support, and it will read it out to you and allow you to use it. Yeah.
I swear, does it only support, it's an Android device and not an Apple device?
Correct, that's right, yeah. Synaptic will work only on Android devices, yes, yeah. Yep, that's right.
No, I don't know if anybody else has any other questions. Please put your hand up or put in the chat box. Because we've had a couple of people as well join us sort of like halfway through.
Oh, right, okay.
So they may have missed the beginning, but like I said, what we can do, so this has been recorded, and it will be available on YouTube afterwards. But again, if anybody has any questions or queries after this event, then please just, do get in touch. Please please contact us here at the office, and I will certainly put you through to Adrian.
Yeah, and we can do one-on-one demonstrations if needed. And like I say, there's information on our website, and we've also got printed and audio information available for our products and prices.
Hi, it's Zoe. Hi, sorry,
okay.
Pam. It's Zoe from Open Sight. Just wondering, there may be that some people may not be able to use the chat facility, so we could unmute our participants so they can directly ask questions. If
Absolutely, that's fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to try and unmute you guys. You may get a message come up on your screen to say to unmute yourself, because it might not unmute you. So let's give it a go. Right. I have asked everyone to unmute themselves. So if you are there, just say hi. Carol, you're unmuted. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
And Earl, you're unmuted, and Graham. So if you do have a question, if you could ask Adrian. So Carol, do you have a question?
It's quite basic, really, but how do you actually answer a call?
Okay, yeah, I can probably even demonstrate that if right, I'll flip back to the phone. Okay, what I will do is I've got another phone here, and I will call this phone from here, and then we'll see this phone ring. So okay, so this phone in a second should start to ring.
Call from Adrian. Call from Adrian.
So you can hear it announces, and it has a ringtone as well.
Call from Adrian.
And then there are two big buttons at the bottom of the screen. So the green one on the left at the bottom is to answer, and the one on the right, the red one, will reject. So if I want to answer the call,
from Adrian. Answer call.
So now I'm getting feedback there, so I'll stop. But yeah, so the phone both rings and announces who's calling, and that option can be turned off if you don't want it to announce. And then there's a standard two buttons at the bottom of the screen, one to answer and one to reject.
Hi, thank you.
Okay. Does that answer your question okay?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Earl, do you have a question? Earl?
I do. Good morning. Obviously,
Good morning.
I came in late,
Yeah.
and I will pick up the presentation on YouTube afterwards. In the first instance, is what Synaptic provides a one-off price, or is it a monthly subscription? And
Okay.
does it get updated automatically?
Yes, yeah, it's a one-off price. With that one-off price, you get 2 years worth of software updates. So over those 2 years, at any point, you can update to the latest version of Synaptic. After those 2 years, it will carry on working. But if you then want further updates, it's £65 for another 2 years. So we've tried to keep the price as low as possible, and keep obviously keep paying people to keep the updates coming. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and we also, I should say that we're really active in terms of listening to what people want. So we encourage all of our users to give us feedback, ask for new features, and we will, we'll do our best to put those in because they benefit everyone ultimately.
Okay, one further question. Is there a specific specification of Android phone that supports this product?
Yeah, basically it's Android 6 and above. If you've got any Android device that's Android 6 or above, then Synaptic will work on it. Yeah, that's the basic rule.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Okay. And just
Graham.
Okay.
Graham, do you have a question? He's hold on one sec. Sorry, Adrian.
That's okay.
He's muted at the moment. I'm just asking if he wants to ask a question.
Hi, yeah, I muted myself accidentally.
No worries.
Yeah, well, I think my question was answered by the previous one as to which version of Android it required. So presumably you've tested this on multiple different manufacturers' phones.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. I mean, Android. The great thing about Android is that there are so many, manufacturers making Android devices. So yeah, all the kind of major ones we've tested Synaptic on, and some of our customers have had stranger devices, and it works on that too. So yeah, but has to be Android 6 or above.
As Android is adding more accessibility functions, so many of the things which your app does was presumably you couldn't do previously with older versions of Android, but now obviously you can tell Android natively to with voice commands to perform many of these functions.
You can do, yes, yeah. The kind of issue with Android is that all the different features in Android work in all various different ways, and the screens are laid out differently. So there's a lot of learning you have to do to do different things in Android. So, for example, the Android app for text messages is quite different from the Android app for emails. So you kind of have to learn how each of those apps are laid out, and how they work, and they're kind of like little quirks. Whereas in Synaptic, what we try to do is all of those common features, we've made them all have the same user interface and the same way of working. So it makes it a lot quicker and easier to get up and running with the phone or tablet.
Okay. One thing I often want to do with my phone is just tell me the time.
Yeah.
So can you program, for example, say the volume key to automatically tell you the time? Or
Not the volume key. No, you wouldn't be able to do that. But you can, with the voice control, I can ask it what the time is, or there's a phone information option, and that has it listed on there as well. And I think there's actually a clock option that you can glue to the main menu if it's something that you want quick access to.
okay.
So yeah, there are several options to do that. Yeah. Any other questions? No.
No, but thank you for Adrian. Thank you for today. Much appreciated. I hope it's it's been a really useful session.
Yeah.
I've certainly learned things this morning which I wasn't always aware of.
That's okay.
So yeah, it's been a really useful morning. So thank you.
Good. Thank you very much.
And
like I say, if our website is synaptic.com, so if there is anything that people want, they can contact us through there, or obviously you can go through Pam, and she will point you to us.
I think that is it then. But yeah, thank you for this morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. And with that, I will say thank you and goodbye.
Yep. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.